challenge changes the way you play. Sheffield Wednesday's challenge is built entirely around their name, because the club literally has a day of the week in it. You can only sign players who were born on a Wednesday. It's a deliberately literal interpretation that turns transfers into research and chance, making every signing feel accidental and unpredictable. These Albion clubs share a name with deep historical meaning. Albion is one of the oldest names for Great Britain, so this challenge turns that word into a squad identity. You can only sign players from Great Britain, forcing you to rely on domestic depth, youth development, and realism instead of imported stars. Southampton's challenge is based on their real-world identity as a selling club. Every summer, no matter how successful you've been, you must sell your best player. The idea is to recreate the constant cycle of development and loss that Southampton are known for, turning career mode into a test of adaptability rather than dominance. Bristol Rovers fans are known as the Gasheads, and this challenge fully embraces that identity. You can only sign players from the 10 countries with the largest natural gas reserves, turning the club's nickname into a global recruitment philosophy. These nations include Russia, Iran, Qatar, USA, Saudi Arabia, Turkmenistan, UAE, Venezuela, Nigeria, China. The result is a completely unconventional squad that still feels purposeful rather than random. Sunderland are known as the Lads, so this save is built around youth and potential. You can only sign players between the ages of 17 and 24, meaning your squad is always young, energetic, and inconsistent. The idea is to create a team that reflects the club's nickname, where development matters more than experience. This Crystal Palace challenge is built around cultural identity and representation. By limiting your squad to black British players, you create a very specific and meaningful recruitment pool that reflects the club's South London roots and culture. The challenge rewards deeper scouting and intentional squad building rather than chasing meta signings. The Merseyside clubs share one of the strongest local football identities in England. This challenge imagines a future where Liverpool, Everton, or Tranmere Rovers rely entirely on players from Merseyside. It turns career mode into a long-term youth development project where success feels deeply personal and hard-earned. Swansea City fans are known as the Jack Army, so this challenge takes that nickname literally. You can only sign players named Jack or school variations of the name. What starts as a joke quickly becomes a serious restriction, forcing creative squad building and turning every viable signing into a small victory. Milton Keynes Dons are one of the most artificial and modern clubs in English football. This challenge reflects that by enforcing an equally artificial rule, you can only sign players with 3 names, for example, Callum Hudson-Odoi. It turns recruitment into pattern recognition rather than talent hunting, making the save feel structured, strange, and intentionally restrictive. Wolverhampton Wanderers are closely associated with super agent George Mendes. This challenge turns that reputation into a strict transfer policy. You can only sign players represented by Mendes. If you want to up the ante, only send youth scouts to Portuguese-speaking countries like Portugal, Brazil, Mozambique, Angola, Cape Verde, and so on. The result is a squad shaped more by agent influence than club restriction saves aren't about perfection, they're about creativity, immersion, and replayability. If you're looking